Hi everybody, this is Saravanan, Speak English with Saravanan. Today I want to talk about an important aspect of English language, that is think in English. What usually happens when we speak in English is something is going in the back of our mind. Most of the people think in their mother tongue first, then they translate that into English. So this is quite inevitable if we do not have some practices. So I'm going to talk about some practices which will help you to think in English. And in addition, I would like to talk about what will happen if you do not think in English or if you think in your mother tongue. Recently, a student came to me and said, yesterday rain was coming. I was thinking, what you can understand what he said and what he meant. But in English, we never say rain was coming. We usually say it was raining. And I've heard many students, small children especially, saying, um, my hand, blood was coming in my hand. Blood was coming in my hand. It is actually my hand was bleeding. That is the suitable one. So why such they grammatically speaking they seem to be correct, but they don't sound English. This is not proper English. So how can we improve this? There is only one strategy, okay, and how we can do it in three ways. That's what I'm going to discuss in this video. All right, and I suggest to you an important practice, an important strategy, that is watching English movies. So when it comes to watching English movies, there are American movies, there are English movies, there are Australian movies as well. So all are speaking in English, but American English is different from British English, and British English is different from Australian English. So how are they different? They are different in many ways. Pronunciation is different, choice of words like slang words. Sometimes grammar is also a little bit different. American English, Americans mostly use past tense, but British people mostly use perfect tense. So in some contexts, so this difference is there when it comes to grammar. And American slangs are different from British slang words. So slang words are like colloquial expressions. Even if you go to any part of the world, people use their own slangs in their own languages. Okay, so we have to pay special attention to all these things when we learn English. So you have to you have to make sure whether you want to learn American English or British English or Australian English, depending on your clients, or there is no proper or standard English, in the sense if you want to go to America, you probably learn American English. If you want to go to Australia, you obviously learn to master Australian English. And if you want to go to UK, United Kingdom, you obviously want to learn British English. So depending on your need, you can first of all define it or decide what English you are going to learn. So if it is British English, so you can select the number of movies which are suitable. And if you watch cartoon movies, that will be good. So that is the first thing. So watching English movies. So when you watch, what happens is you listen to authentic English. You listen to their expressions. You can write down. So this is the first way, watching and listening to native expressions. The second way is to write down the catchy and important expressions. Whenever you come across some expressions, some dialogues, write them down immediately. Okay, and so this is the second thing. And when you write them down, pay attention to how they sound, how the particular expression is pronounced by the actors, and tone. Pay attention to the tone and modulation as well. Is it pronounced with a rising tone or a falling tone? Okay, is it a serious tone or sarcastic tone or funny tone? So these are all tones. You must pay attention to them, how they are pronounced, how they sound. Okay, and you can listen to that again and again. So this happens in the second stage. What is the third way to think in proper English? You should know the meanings of those expressions that you have noted down on your scribbling pad. With the help of an online dictionary, you can get to know the meanings of those expressions. Maybe they are slang words or phrasal verbs or idiomatic expressions, whatever they may be. You can learn all these things, and you can understand one more thing, whether it is used in a formal atmosphere or an informal atmosphere. So you do all these things, and you watch a movie at least 4 or 5 times, and you have maintained a vocabulary journal listing down all the essential or necessary expressions, and you have paid attention to how they sound with the tone and modulation as well. And the third stage is trying to know the meanings, and along with that you practice again and again and again. Okay, you have listed down all the phrases, practice all those phrases the same way they pronounced in the movie, and record it yourself and play it, and you make a comparison whether you sound like the actors, whether you pronounce the words like the actors or not. If that is matching, very good, you can go ahead. If it's not happening, you do practice a few more times until you get everything correct. So these are the three ways in which you can start thinking in English, and that's really important and essential for improving your English.